I thought it might be time for a garden report. So whatever plant this is that somebody gave me years ago that takes over everything, it's now taller than I am, and it's starting to have some little blooms at the very top. So I let it grow in some places because of bees. Bees are a good thing, and bees like flowers. My butternut squash that didn't start off well, all the little ones that I saw growing would turn moldy and die, and I don't know why. I'm guessing it was too wet. Then my next theory was it didn't like growing on this black plastic weed block that I put down. But now, maybe because we didn't have as much rain for a while, I have some butternut squash growing, and I am super excited because butternut squash are very versatile, and if they keep growing, then I'd like to freeze some. I usually just cook it up and freeze it in chunks in the freezer, and then you can use it for all kinds of stuff. The tomatoes are doing well. The plants don't look pretty, but I do have lots of tomatoes ripening. Something, I'm guessing a raccoon, maybe a squirrel, has been sneaking into my garden to eat bits of tomato. And they just eat a few bites off some of the green tomatoes and then go on to another one, which is rude. But anyway, not much I can do, because I do have a tall fence and squirrels and raccoons can climb. So I'm giving up on protecting things from them. I had a bumper crop of yellow zucchini. Basically they look like zucchini, but they're yellow, and I love them. My mother prefers her zucchini to be green. But the green zucchini just never seemed to do well around here anyway. The plant has lots of flowers that never do anything. So I don't know what that's about. But I do have some patty pan squash. So here's one that's probably about ready to be picked. And there's some baby ones growing too. So that's very exciting. For my beans, this was a dud of a year for beans, because as you can see, I have a bean fence for them to climb up, and apparently I accidentally bought bush beans and they just didn't turn out very well, and I was super disappointed, and now I'm just mad at them for not being pole beans, so I'm ripping them out. And the strawberries were much happier this year, and they've put out lots of runners, way more than I have room for. So I'm going to save some of those runners for my mama so she can maybe plant some strawberries somewhere. So the raspberry patch I gave up on over there. I did weed it and put down mulch, but those plants just did not do well. And this black-eyed Susan plant took over along with that one. I did not plant those there. They are what we call volunteers. But again, bees. So I left them there. The kale is still doing awesome. Usually I have a mushroom kale summer squash quiche every week, and that's delicioso. And my neighbor Teresa came and picked kale one day, and she said that I sure have a lot of kale and that I wouldn't be able to even tell she picked it. So when you pick it, you cut it, it grows again. So I should have kale into the fall. The onions are doing awesome. When they first started growing, I cut the tops and used the green onions. And now I'll probably let them stay in the garden, and we'll just pick them as I need them until before the first frost. The carrots are looking awesome. Some of them are probably ready to be picked, but I like to leave mine in the garden until after the first frost or second frost, because they get sweeter, and I like my carrots sweet. So that's the garden report for 2019.